All right, we should be live. Let me know if you could all hear me. I do see my stream went up on YouTube, so that's good. I am streaming on Twitch as well, so you may see some alerts pop up or the lights change color. That's all Twitch integration, not YouTube integration right now. Let me say hi to a few of you. Albert, good morning. Mike, good morning. Frederick, good morning from sunny and a tad warmer Central Texas. Yeah, I heard you guys were getting some pretty bad weather down there. It was cold. We had a cold front moving into Canada. It was felt like minus 30 or something like that. But it has passed and we're good. It's actually +2, or for some reason my computer's showing in Fahrenheit. It's 34 Fahrenheit, so it says. John, good morning. Scott, good morning. Max, good morning from Germany. Arden, good morning. Adam from Sweden. Steve from I can't even say it. You know where you're from. Minneapolis. God, why can't I say that? That's weird. Mike, good morning. Michael, Chris, Alexander, Patty, Tookstar, Sahin, sorry if I messed that up. None Fancy on Twitch. How's it going? Joe, good morning. How's it going? Bally, Jeff, Steve, Microchip, Z Guy, Kevin, Learn Blue Iris, how's it going? I still haven't responded to your wife, I don't think. I think she sent me another message. I gotta get back to her. Does she do animations as well? I'll definitely be using her for the people like Doya, he's subscribed or he's a member in this channel, but right now it's just showing my logo, and I kind of want to customize that. Minneapolis. I don't know why I can't say it. I usually can, but anyway, that's besides the point. So we missed last week's live stream, but we're here today, so that's good. Captured the concept. Good morning. EW, good morning. Let me just see here. So we're going to talk about a few things. Ask me questions, because that is the best way to keep me going. Andrew, good morning. How's it going? And then after YouTube stream, I'm going to go over to Twitch. I'm going to play some games. There's a new game coming out that I'm very excited about. I'm itching to get the G5 Pro on EA. Yeah, the G5 Pro, I'm trying to get it too. I'm hoping that Ubiquiti sends it to me. They're supposed to be sending some Connect Ear and stuff, but I haven't heard back from my Ubiquiti contact yet. Bruno, good morning from Brazil. Rob, good morning. Garner, good morning from Denmark. I have a buddy, I think he's from Denmark. He lives in Canada now, but he just came back from there. It looks really nice. I'd like to go there one day. You got one G5 Pro. So the G5 Bullet, that's obviously out from early access, and I did the video the other day. It was a super short video. It was like 5 minutes, but I think it got the point across. Oh, capture the concept. Okay, so you're Joe. Okay, gotcha. No animations. Yeah, so I could do, I need emotes for the channel, like my YouTube channel, and I need emotes for my Twitch channel as well. So I'll get back to you on that. Private, good morning. How's it going? Yeah, so the G5 Bullet, let's look at it. It's a good camera, but like people saw, it has a few flaws. US store. So the night vision isn't as good. The microphone's not as good. It has 100 megabit Ethernet connection, which is fine. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. What else was wrong with it? I forget. The low light, it doesn't come across properly within the video that I was showing. The low light actually looks really good. I think it looks better than the G4 Bullet. You can't put an IR extender on here either, which is fine. I mean, that's not the end of the world. Where I live, my streets are super bright anyway. I probably don't even need to have night vision on. And the price point is 129 bucks. So being able to get these and selling it to customers, if you own your own low voltage company or network company, it's going to be a lot easier to sell this rather than the G4 Bullet, because it's what, 70 bucks cheaper, something like that. Yeah, it's 70 bucks cheaper. So that's going to be a selling feature of it. The quality of the build, I like the G4 better. It's like that metal feel, so it feels stronger, where this is plastic. And I do like I know this is such a simple thing. I don't know why they didn't put the blue U on it. I think that looks 10 times better than the gray blue, or the gray line. When will Ubiquity restock all their gear? It depends where you live. So I live in Canada. We don't get a lot of stock in Canada. The US gets quite a bit of stock. I think the EU gets more than we do in Canada. I have no idea. They have been pushing stock out though pretty well every day. Like today, they came out with, PoE, the viewports. They've been coming in stock every day. How will the Connect displays work with Protect cameras? So you could view your Protect cameras within UniFi Connect. It's just like a screen. It doesn't work as well as the viewport. I have one here, but I had one in early access, but they changed the bezel on it, and they did a couple revisions, so I can't review that one, unfortunately. Glenn, good morning from Nova Scotia. My question, I am testing an aggregation switch to try to double to the 24 enterprise PoE. In 2 times as many gig. Problem is the other way of the aggregation switch doubled instead of the enterprise switch. So you have to do it on both ends, right? So you have to make an aggregation link on your enterprise switch and your aggregation switch. Can the flaws be fixed with updates? Possibly. So when I was doing the review for the AI bullet, when I had high frame rate mode on the AI bullet, there was something off for, I think it was the night vision. I forget what it was, but they fixed it within software. So it's possible. Is there an easy way to identify which Protect camera has object detection? Well, if you're talking about like vehicle and person detection, any of the G4 line will. The only ones that don't are anything under the G3 or G4. So like all these, the G5 lines can all have it. The AI line has it all. The AI bullet has that license plate tracking. The AI 360 doesn't. There's going to be a couple other ones that have the license plate, like AI Theta and the DSLR. This one is supposed to be coming with pet detection or something like that soon. Ace Ventura pet detection. Okay. It's, yeah, pet detection functionality coming soon. Not too sure what that's going to be, but I'm sure it'll be cool. Be able to see my cats if they sneak out from their cage again. Albert, thank you for the 22, my lord. Let's see what that's $31 Canadian. Holy moly. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. You guys have lots of stock. We don't have lots of stock. We don't have, I'm waiting on a couple things. Like cameras are very difficult to get here in Canada. My reseller, who is a Ubiquity partner, they do have quite a bit actually. US stock is horrible. I don't find it horrible. You have to wake up. If you're looking for a specific item, like say the G4 Doorbell Pro, you need to be up at 7 a.m. Eastern. That's usually when they stock stuff. And then they sell out because they're popular. I ran into an issue with my UDM SE after a power outage. It wouldn't reboot or go into reset. The only way to resolve was to unplug for 10 minutes. Now it's up. I don't know. Open up a ticket with Ubiquity and see. The new Hogwarts graphics look cool. Did it go off? I don't even know. So I'm streaming on Twitch right now. I'll post links later if you guys are interested in that. But what they're talking about. So a game, Hogwarts Legacy, is coming out. It has a bunch of controversy around it. I'm not going to get into that. My channel's not about politics. I'm just going to play the game because I want to. But I've been trying to get like alerts made for it. So like this is the follow alert for my Twitch channel. It's like a little golden, whatever you call it, snitch. So that's one of them. And then I'm having somebody create a this wand thing. But then this is my subscription one. I'm pretty excited. I've been waiting for this game for like 20 years. So now that UniFi is syslog firewall rules, what is everyone using as a syslog server? You could use Graylog. Yep. There's the BRB screen too that I haven't actually looked at. I don't know if you could save the recording to the NAS. You might be able to transfer like an RTSP stream to it. I'm hoping Ubiquity comes out with something like the C2 storage for their own stuff. Because with Synology, you could transfer your camera footage to the cloud. Faisal, how's it going? From Indonesia. Good. Yeah, you're having it's nighttime there. When do you think the G4 I have no idea when the G4 Doorbell Pro will become. Maybe this week. I'm sure it will come in at least once. Just check the store every morning. If I'd like my iPhone to be able to AirPlay to my IoT network, yes, you do need multicast DNS enabled. You also need the rules like allow established related in your LAN in. Ace Ventura is such a good movie. I actually want to watch that. Dream Router and Dream Machines are needed for customer and PA never. Yeah, so those are kind of low in stock. I do agree with that. Yeah, those are low in stock. I don't even think we have it here in Canada. I actually just unpacked a new Dream Router because I released a video. How do I show that? Let me, how do I show that? YouTube. Most people probably already saw it. I'm going to be doing a talk video 2023. Even though it's not here yet, which sucks. So I'm going to play the video. You'll hear the audio come through. Working on a UniFi Talk full 2023 config video. There's been a lot of changes since my original one. We have a white touch phone, we have a UniFi ATA, we have one of the Flex phones, and then we have a Touch Max. And I also have this analog VTech, and we're all running through a UDMSE. So we're not running through a UDMSE. That's been switched, so I'm going to be using a UDR. The reason for that, the UDMSE, I had it on early access channels, so the UniFi Talk is one level above what general releases, so I had to switch to this. I have a UDM Pro, but that's also on early access, so kind of screwed myself over there. Oops. I'm not too sure. I mean, you could use third-party SIP providers for sure, but I've never done that. I'm buying 13 cameras for a new construction in the middle of a farm field. Should I go G5 or G4? I don't know. It all depends on your need, like your budget too. The G5s are good, but those like in that video, you could see the difference. Not a lot of people use the audio, so I don't care. Like, I don't care about the audio. The night vision is a big thing, though, to me. I don't know. Do I have a longer video on what? The UniFi Talk? That is going to be coming. Matt, good morning. Anyway. Jason's Lab, good morning. How's it going? I have a Enterprise 48 PoE and an SFP ports not working. Sent a ticket to UniFi. Haven't heard from over a week. So if you haven't heard from over a week, this is what you do. Okay, UI.com. Somebody told me last week I should just use incognito mode, which is a great suggestion instead of signing in and out of my Amazon accounts. I just don't want stuff shown. So if you're having an issue, the best way to get UniFi's attention is to open one of these, a community post, say like, switch not working or something like that. UI Glenn, he's usually pretty good at answering, or you'll see another tag like UI team. If you're a part of their Discord, the employees actually chat to. It will be very hard to get them on the weekend though. The glare, so my AI bullet, after I did that video, I took it down. I don't have my AI bullet up right now. I need to get back on my driveway. There is glare for sure. And I mean, you can't do a whole lot about that. For me, I could just end up taking the night vision off because it's so bright in my neighborhood. I can't remember if I've asked before, what small UI cam do you recommend for inside the garage? Bear in mind, I live in Texas, heat can be an issue. So the G3 flexes are great. They are coming out with the G4 flex or G5 flex, which is in early access. So you may want to wait for that, but this is the one I have. Like, I have this in my garage right now, and I have one on each side of my house, and they work great. They're $79. You don't really need more than that to cover your garage. If you want to have spend some money and you want a 360 view of it, then you could get the AI 360. Most people don't care about that though. This would cover your whole garage, but for like a great price point, the G3 Flex is awesome. The G5 Flex will have smart detection, smart person and vehicle, so you may want to wait for that or pick one out like from EA. Cody, always glad to see you're doing well. So do you think the G5s are more for budget? It's hard. It's hard to say because there are some good things about it. The budget is definitely one of the low light is great. It has, yeah, I don't know. I love we still install the G4 bullets and I probably will continue. We don't even have the G5 bullets in Canada right now. If anyone has a UniFi dashboard for Greylogic, I would be interested in looking at it. I'm terrible at creating things like dashboards. I should do a video on it. I know Tom has a video on Greylog setting it up, but I don't think he goes into like the specifics. Yes, smash that like button. What are we at? We're at 102 people and 25 likes. Michael, good morning. Yeah, I don't know, Matt, were you asking if I had a longer video on UniFi Talk? Is I have a UniFi Talk build video. What the heck was it? UniFi Talk, but I'm releasing a new one. Like that's what the video is going to be on shortly. Oh, wow, I've done a lot of UniFi Talk. Yeah, so I would wait for the 2023 because a lot of stuff has changed. Good morning to you as well. How are you doing? Robert, good morning. One of the Connect screens is out of EA. Why don't you show it? Yeah, I can show it. I could show that. I don't have it. That's the problem. So the one I have not the 21 inch. I had a 13 inch in EA, but they changed these bezels. So the bezels were black. I think they had some sort of issue with the bezels. I forgot what it was, but that's why they ended up redesigning it. So I will be hopefully getting one of these. I'm waiting for them to send one. And then I could do a review because there is some stuff that you could do with it. Are they cheap? No. $699 for a 21 inch. And you have to have PoE++. And I'm not sure if they even come with the PoE++ adapter. I hope they do. For that price point, they should. The spy balloon was rocketing G4 PTZs. Yes, that's funny. They got rid of NFC on where? What about UniFi Talk in Europe? So there isn't UniFi Talk in Europe. There isn't UniFi Talk in Canada yet either, and I live in Canada. I have a PO box in the States, so that's what I use, but I only use it for videos because you need to put in your address. So if somebody picks up the phone, calls 911, you need to be able to tell them where to go. So I don't recommend having it in other countries. Not right now because it doesn't do the 911. And I'm hoping it comes to Canada and Europe soon because it's been, what, a year and a half? Something like that? Does the Connect display automatically load protect? Does it show all the cameras or just some? I think it just shows some. I haven't done a lot of playing around with it just because it just released from EA and I don't have one that's in the general public. I know you have to either pick, you could pick like your, what the heck do they call that? Your digital signage, or you could pick protect. You can't do both. I'm going to eat a steak dinner. Wish you a fine stream. Thank you, Albert. Have a good day, and thank you for the tip. I appreciate it. Hey, how would you compare UniFi routers against the competition? I heard, for example, Lancome routers have multiple CPU and susceptible against DDoS. I don't know anything about Lancome routers, but the UDM Pros, I love them. The UDM SEs, I love them. They're great devices. The things that they're coming out with, like they're releasing a firmware update. It's in early access right now. Is amazing. Like it's going to be, I don't know. They've come a long way. And if you were an early adopter of the UDM Pro, I feel bad for you because you had to work out like so many bugs when they first released it. Even getting it online was like a 30-minute ordeal. It was crazy. I'm not going to say these words, but yes, probably. What do you think of the G5 camera? What are your thoughts? Is it worth it? I think it's worth getting. But if you want better night vision, you're going to have to go with the G4 bullet. If you want better audio, you're going to have to go for the G4 bullet. Other than that, I mean, the G5 is fine. It's just the plastic build feels, when you've come from a G4 bullet, the all metal feel is nice, and then you go to this plastic, it just feels a little cheaper. And that's probably what they did to reduce costs. Same with putting in a 100 meg chip instead of a gig. Carson, how's it going? I would say it would be able to handle a 300 users. Yep. Tuxer, I have put mine up to 2.4. I can't really talk about it because it's EA, but mine seems to be stable. Does the G4 Pro recognize cars? And yeah, are you talking about the doorbell or the camera? Any G4 model does smart detections. Gamers New Republic, you probably don't want to do that yet, just because what I was saying, we can't do like emergency calling for it yet. And you would have to you'd have to have a US number if you're using UniFi Talk, or you'd have to use a third-party SIP provider like VOIP.MS. David, good morning. How's it going? Oh yeah, a G3 instant. I forgot about the instance. This would be good too. If you don't want to run an Ethernet cable, get the G3 or the G4 instant. You can plug it into a wall. You can mount it wherever. I have two of those. I don't know if I took a picture of it. I have two of them in my backyard right now. G4 instance, just kind of cable everywhere, electric, like a extension cord running up the fence, because I wanted to see how they would withstand the winter, and they've been fine. I mean, nothing's gone wrong with them. Yeah, smash the like button. Let's try to get to 75 likes. We're at 49. Yeah, I forgot about the G4. Yeah, those are great cameras. I've upgraded 2 of my UDM Pros to 2.4, no problems yet. I know they did have a bit of problems, but yeah, most cameras are 100 Ethernet, and that's the thing. You're not gonna run into issues with it being only 100 meg. Is the UDM SE and the small Switch Pro 48? Yes, that is great for a small business. That would do you really well. If you need PoE though, I would get the Switch Pro 48 PoE. They have the 10 gig ports, and then they have PoE++. I know a lot of network guys, and they said UniFi cameras are too expensive. Look at Axis. Like, if you think UniFi is expensive, look at Axis. So one thing, you could buy Hikvision or whoever for lower price, but the interface is horrible. I cannot stand. Even Synology. I mean, Synology is okay, surveillance station, but I find it way more difficult to use. Mind you, I'm not running it every day, but I think UniFi Protect is amazing. It's just so easy to use. Somebody non-techie, they could open up the app and find what they need. Yeah, the problem with the G4 instance, or it was the G3 instant actually that went up in price. Did I try Amplify Mesh? Did I do a video on it? I think I did. Amplify. I think I have a set here. Oh god, this thumbnail. So I did this, the UniFi Amplify HD whole home mesh. It was all right. It was okay. I don't think, how did this video do? 9 subscribers, 7,000. Oh, 18 views in the last 48 hours. I still have this in my house, actually, sitting in a box somewhere. It's not bad. The Amplify Alien was really good. I thought that thing was great. Thank you for the 6, what is that, pounds? Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. That was like a $10 tip. Thank you very much. Or a super sticker. That's awesome. Thanks. What's going on with the UDM Pro? Well, I can't really talk about that because that's EA, but they have to do it in stages because they can't just release a firmware and then break all these businesses. Most people who are updating, I would assume, are home users. How do you set it up with VOIP.MS? Well, you will have to wait for my video. I do have a video of setting up UniFi Talk with VOIP.MS. You could look for that on my channel. I will be doing that in my new 2023 UniFi Talk video, which will hopefully release tomorrow. We'll see. I like Protect. I just have the customer download it on their phone, and I literally don't have to. Yeah, I know. It's super easy. Super, super easy. Let's see. What else was I talking about today? UniFi Talk. Guess we could talk about this here. Price increases. Did I talk about? I think I did a video on that. So with this new UniFi Talk 2023 video, I'm not going to be doing close-ups of the phones, the ATA and stuff like that. I think I did that in another video already. I will go over like we'll look at this page here, and I'm going to go over the differences of the phone between the locked and the unlocked. Because the unlocked phone is now $299. It used to be $129, but now that's the locked phone. So with the locked phone, you have to have a UniFi Talk subscription, and it tells you right here. You can add other phone numbers to it after and put them in a group. I don't have a locked phone, so I won't be adding that to my video. But you have to, UniFi Talk number has to be tied to these phones, which cost, what, $10 a month? I still think the $299 over time, like the return on investment, if you're planning on using UniFi Talk for a long time, would be the way to go. So we'll see. They do have some really cool things that are out in early access right now, and I don't think they're going to make it in time for the video. But what we'll do the 2023 UniFi Talk full setup. Did my thing die? No. We'll do the full setup, and then we'll do, and then when new firmware versions come out, we'll just do update videos. That's it. Let's see. Obviously, I'm partial to Blue Iris, but I usually recommend Protect if someone wants simplicity and isn't techie. Yes, that's true. And if you're looking for Blue Iris advice or tutorials, go check out Learn Blue Iris. Does great jobs. Everybody say good morning to Chantel. She is recovering after surgery. Is it better to run aggregation switch after the UDMSE and from there to... Yes. So what I would do, I would put, UDMSE, get like a 10 gig DAC cable down to your aggregation switch, and then plug in all your other switches into the ag switch. I reached out to Amcrest to see if they would send me a NVR. I didn't hear anything back, but their stuff looks pretty good. I do have an Amcrest AI something. I think it does facial recognition as well, I believe. What exactly is the difference in the locked and locked? I am planning on buying. So do I need an unlocked? So the difference is if you buy a locked phone, you have to pay for a subscription. Each locked phone you have, say you bought 10 locked phones. Each one of those is going to have a $10 monthly subscription. With the unlocked phones, you don't have a subscription that you need to do. You could buy one UniFi Talk number for $9.99 a month and then share that across all your phones. I don't know why, whoops, I don't want that up. I don't know why they did it that way, but I mean, whatever. Yeah, we're not going to Jamaica. Not for a little while. When we get married, that's where we're going to go. Let's see. I wish there was an Android app for Talk like a soft client. Well, there might be in the future. We don't really know yet because this is kind of... I mean, this is just what I'm going based off of. I haven't seen anything else, but you zoom in really close there, you can see the Talk app within UID. I hope they don't only make it for UID because not everybody wants to switch their businesses over to UID. So they hopefully will come out with a UniFi Talk app just strictly for UniFi Talk and not have to integrate with that. We'll see though. I heard that the G5 bullet allows you to define only rectangular privacy zones. Yes, they did. And I was wondering about that too. I should have tested on the G4. Let me test right now. You guys can't see the screen. Good. Where's my MVR? Oh, do I? I don't even know if I have any. Most of my cameras are down now because I was doing that testing. I'm just going to test on my G5 bullet. You won't be able to see this because I don't want to show anything, but I'm thinking you're correct though. Privacy zone. I don't know why they would do that though. That doesn't make sense. Yeah, so the privacy zone within I'm doing it on the G4 Pro right now. You could do it any way you want. You don't need to do it just the rectangle. Let me discard the changes. Let me check on the G5 I don't have up right now. But I do remember that because I was trying to do a privacy zone to block out my neighbor's house. I just ended up blurring it in my, when I was doing editing. But the privacy zone was only rectangular. It was really weird why they would change that. Let's see. UDM Pro 3.0 update can't be that hard. So it was a different architecture altogether. So UDM Pro, I think it was containerized or something like that. it started at OS 1.0. UDM SE started at 2.0. So it's that migration over from 1 to 2 to 2.5, then to 3. I hope UDM UID is, yeah, I hope it isn't either. Maybe it is only UID because it would require a higher subscription. So they don't have, like, if you have a business or your home, wherever you're using this, where the heck is it? Like you have your business basic plan here. So you could do up to 50 users, 1 site, 3 doors, 3 single sign-on apps. This basic tier is free. If you have more than 50 users, then obviously you're going to have to do this plan here for $4.50 per month per user, which is quite a bit. And they have a pro and they have an enterprise. We'll see what they start bringing out with UID eventually, but I hope the UniFi Talk's not, added to that. How many cameras can you have on your network? It all depends. So with the UNVR, they have a couple different things, and you can always check out this calculator.u. I always tell people to go to this site. It's great. So the UDM Pro, if I had like 8 access points, which I don't, threat management and a VPN on, I could have, they say 20 cameras, but I think once you hit about 10, it tells you that you've hit the limit. With the UNVR, you could have 40, or you could have 50 HD cameras, or you could have 15 4K. UNVR Pro, you could have 60 HD or 24K. And with the UNVR Pro, we could do stacking. So if you needed more, you need more cameras on that one controller, you could stack it, which I haven't been able to try yet because I haven't been able to get a second UNVR Pro. Where could I work? So I don't know exactly where this was going, but you could use UID, like whenever the talk comes out, you could use UID just for the phone maybe and not use it for access. You could still have, oh wait, no, you can't. I think once you launch UID, it takes over your access. The G4 Doorbell Pros, they are very hot items. They've been coming in and out of stock like every week. As most products are out of stock at the moment, do you maybe know from experience when the switches will be back in stock? Not sure. Typically every week they've been coming in. Do you have a video on how to group a camera with a uplight? No, I do not. I'm not too sure what the uplight is. Hey Cody, I can't see the option to add instant camera to a hidden SSID. So what I would do, I would make the SSID visible and then adopt it and then hide it again. There's really not much point to hide an SSID. Actually, Willie Howe, I think, did a full video on it. Other network tools, would love to see what brand of hand tools you are using. So the screwdrivers and stuff are like Mastercraft, which you get from Canadian Tire. I need to buy some new ones. They're just terrible. I wouldn't mind getting the Linus tool. I know a lot of people have been talking about it. It's probably not worth it. I'd like a ratcheting, screwdriver. Other tools, what do I use? Like I use Milwaukee hammer drills and DeWalt drills. I don't know. Hand tools are hard because I lose them all the time, so I just buy cheap brands. Got my delivery of 5G bullets yesterday. Managed to get some from the EU store. Nice. UniFi gear is hard to get here and in Canada and I think the UK. Yeah, I've asked them to send me a UNVR Pro, but the UNVR Pros are very difficult to get. The UNVR, the normal one, I mean, they're always in stock. Can I put this link in chat? The calculator one? Resource one? Yep, for sure. There you go. Yes, VPNs do make your network slower. Typically, depends. Seems expensive at 79. Yeah, if it's a good, I don't mind spending money on good quality hand tools, but that might be a little expensive. Yeah, the -30 was cold. I don't know if I left the house. I don't think I left the house, and it felt cold inside too, which is odd. Usually I'm not cold. Like right now I have the window open, but it is 35 Fahrenheit, I guess. I don't know. I need to change that. Oh, if you guys could see behind me, I started building the, can I do full screen? Started building the Harry Potter train. So there's one more piece that goes on that train, and then there's this big wall that goes around it. I'm hoping to finish it today, maybe tonight. Because the new Harry Potter game comes out, I want it to be finished. I have no more room for Lego. I had to move, like I have this Horizon Zero Dawn figure there, and then behind my other shoulder, I had to put my Simpsons Quickie Mart. I don't know where I'm going to put the rest of it when I start building more. Yeah, the train, like, it's crazy. It's going to be the whole size of that dresser, because that's how the track goes. It's all the dresser, which is nuts. My cloud key Gen 1 is now end of life. What do you think about installing the controller on a Synology NAS? Yeah, you could do that. There's no problem with that. I think you could probably do it in like a Docker image or something like that. I think I have a video on that when it was very early in my YouTube days. I haven't done any stacking at all because they haven't sent it to me. Did he have a video on it? They probably sent it to, well, they would have had to send it to him because they haven't been in stock. The hype is real. It feels well built. The ratcheting is precise, and this is a very little play. Oh, cool. Well, see, if it makes a good click sound, I'm all game. All game. Check out the Mega Pro automotive screwdrivers. Boop, boop, boop. Oh yeah. But it's pretty close in price. Oh no, what are they selling at? $79 US? I would assume that. Yeah, I need a good screwdriver. I need to go shopping for some. Or like I like Klein stuff too. It's just expensive. Minus 30C and all the Unifi cameras, including, yeah, mine been fine. I'm surprised. It got really cold. What tool do you use to test, verify your cable? Say like your recent CCTV install. So I have these aren't certified testers, by the way, but they will, certified jobs cost more money, and I'll rent something like the Fluke Versive. What do I use? Oh God. NetAlley Link Runner 82 or something like that. This is the one. No, that's not the one I bought. That one's the new version. Mine kind of looks like this. It was like $1,600, something like that. You could test 1 gig fiber. I don't think it does 10 gig. And you only could test 1 gig networks with this, which is fine. And Fluke sent me Fluke Link IQ, which I've been using for the last while, and I still need to do a review on it. I like this a lot better than the one I bought. So I might end up getting this eventually. This thing's awesome. It does reporting, like you can print out, if your customers want to see the wire map that it passed or failed, you could do that, but it's not like a full-on certification tester. I think these are around $3,500. Well, that's the plan. So build a house. So what my goal is, build a house, then have a shop completely separate. The shop, one corner would be guitars, one corner would be Lego, the other corner would be streaming and YouTube videos and stuff like that, and the other corner would be like storage. If I would buy G5 Flex right now from EA, do you still work when? Yeah, they'd still work. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Is it possible to see the CPU and memory of the UniFi console? Yes. You just need to click on your UDM, and it's under console settings. You should be able to find it there. Thank you for all the advice and tutorials. Greetings from Europe. I will be off. Take care. Yeah, it's probably getting a little later out there. Yeah, the magnetic tip definitely comes in handy. Because when I'm doing jobs myself, like trying to screw into a wall and then you drop the friggin' screw, it's the worst. You need to do a video on it, or are you only going to be using like you're only doing Blue Iris on this channel? I guess. Yes, I do use J hooks. My uncle gave me a bunch that I haven't run out of yet, but vertical cable does make some. I think. And my distributor, like this one distributor I use, they do like these ones are more for. I think these are for like ceiling tile mount things. I make a ton of them. So I have that job coming up. I have to actually get there this week for like the 200 cable. So the first day we'll be putting J hooks everywhere, maybe run some cables. I need to buy this though, because a lot of the job I'm going to be by myself. Oops, that's not it. Oh, I can't. I think this is the original one. So this is called the Pulling Pal. So if you're by yourself, you could set up all these. I think this one's 2-pack. You could get a 6-pack. But you kind of screw it to the wall or something like that. And it acts like if you're doing 90-degree bends around corners, you just run your cable up and through, kind of like this. It's almost like having a second person there, which would be great. So I probably should get some of those before I start the project. Can you make your old router into an access point and mount it onto the ceiling? Which, maybe? It depends which model you have. I think I have to send the Link IQ back. So what happened? They sent it to me they sent it to me months ago, before Christmas. And they said, "Okay, you got 30 days, you know, to get your review out." Obviously, I haven't yet. No one's reached out to me yet. I'd love to keep it, but they'll probably make it send it back to me, or send it back to them. What is it? I don't know. Maybe someone in chat could answer that. What is a good SSD? I don't know what. Usually I wouldn't put an SSD in for surveillance. I would just do like Western Digital Purple. I'm sure there's some people out there using SSDs though. I wonder if they have one. They have an SSD version of it. I just use spinning disk. Let's see. Hey, do you know if you can make a door phone buzzer from the UniFi Talk or connect UniFi to a phone door buzzer? I'm not too sure. I haven't tested that out yet. There's probably something that you could do with like an ATA. You'd use like an old buzzer that's just an analog and plug it in there. Europe is only 6 p.m., so you're 6 hours ahead of me. Wow. Yeah, pretty much like a man cave. Absolutely. Z Guy, it depends where you live, but I think that's fairly decent. Yeah. So I had 2 internet connections. I had Bell and I had Rogers. Rogers, I had 5 static IPs. It was a business line, and I didn't realize that after my 2-year contract, it was going to go up. So the last like 6 months or 5 months, I've been paying almost $400 a month for internet. I'm like, I don't need this. I don't need, like, one, I don't need static IPs. 2, why am I paying $500 or $400 a month? So I ended up canceling that. I'm going to get Rogers residential, where I could get faster connection for 70 or for like $100 a month. So that's what we're going to be doing. I put a small magnet on the base of a screwdriver. Oh, interesting. Didn't know you could do that. Is the stream going blurry for anyone else? I don't know. You might have to, sometimes YouTube, they change the resolution on you. I have a $15 multi-bit screwdriver that I grabbed at checkout at Sears one day. I don't even know if we have any Sears around here anymore. I think Sears are closed down. In Canada, anyway. You need to get use the highest read-write speed. Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, depending what you do, you could, depending what camera software you're using, you could definitely store it on your computer. Is there a limit to cameras to connect to the UNVR Pro? Yes, so you could only have 60 like non or HD cameras, and then you could only have, I think it was 20. Let me put this link back in the chat for you. I think it was 20. Yeah, you could only have 24K cameras. Sears went out of business, but who's coming back? Zellers? I think Zellers is coming back. Yeah, I didn't think SSDs would be good. I've never tried DDWRT. Need a video for bypassing Bell Home Hub 3000, 4000 UDM Pro. I still don't have that. I still haven't done that. I don't care. I'm double NAT. I'm fine with it. The polling pal is well worth the money. Yeah, so I'm with, well, I don't know if you're a part of this, Travis, but I'm a part of Tech Knowledge Worldwide. It's just like a low voltage group. And the person who owns polling pal is in that. Let's see, 10 gig down, 2 up. Wow, 800 a month. So I was looking at Rogers. They have 8 gig now. I could get to the house. 8 gig is like 400 bucks a month. I'm like, nah, I'm good. Has Ubiquiti ever addressed blocking gateway? No, they have not. Why would it go blurry though? Like I'm not dropping any frames. Not that I could see. Try to hard code your speed, or not speed, sorry, resolution. What else was I gonna talk about? Oh, Synology. Haven't even talked about that. Did I open that up? So Synology is sending me this. I think a bunch of other creators have already done videos on it. But I just worked with a client in Canada actually who had this. They were asking me to add VLANs, and oh yeah, I could see it blurry too. Weird. You know what? It auto put me. Oof. Oh, I don't know. Actually, I don't know if I could look at the quality height. That's okay. I'm not gonna look at myself anyway. Let me see. Okay, yep, no worries, private. No problem. So yeah, I'm gonna be doing some videos on this. The downside of this, you could only do 5 VLANs, but I think it's a decent thing for a small network. I don't think it will be too bad. I'll be interested to see what else it could do because I didn't do a whole lot with it. I just kind of created a network and a couple firewall rules. But this should be here on Tuesday, I believe. So a video will probably be out the following week after that when I have some time. It's fine for you. Okay, cool. When you do network setup videos of the controller, what software do you use for recording? Same software I'm using right now. I'm using XSplit. So people don't like well, some people like XSplit, some don't. This you have to pay for, whereas you could buy something like or you could use something like OBS. There we go. XSplit, so I've used XSplit for years, and I tried streaming on Twitch long time ago. I thought I was going to be like the next Twitch star. Obviously, didn't work out. So that's where I started with XSplit, and I just kind of never left. Weird. I don't know. I just find it really easy to use, and I think OBS is a little more tricky. I'm fine with spending the $20 a month. One thing that I would like to see though, I know Tom uses it. It's called StreamYard. And what I like about StreamYard, you could pull up people's chat, and I don't know if that's integrated, if I could do that with XSplit. So it would be interesting if I could, because I'd like to pull up questions instead of going like this. I try to answer everybody's question, but clicking on somebody's question and it pop up on screen so people could read it more easily would be nice. Depends on the Netgear router. Some of them do, some of them don't. If it's like one of those all-in-one gaming router type things, they probably can. Okay, so ask your questions. I'm not going to be on here too much longer, but here, I'm going to shout out a couple things. So if you want to watch me on Twitch after this, I'm going to be playing maybe some Call of Duty. I don't know. I just beat the Dead Space remake. It was awesome. But this is my Twitch thingy. I will be doing a 100% run of the new Hogwarts Legacy because that game looks awesome. And I also do have a gaming YouTube. It's just my Twitch streams re-uploaded to it. So if anybody's interested in it, go check that out. But I will be live on Twitch after this. Upcoming videos, UniFi Talk, of course. Anything new with Ubiquiti, like if they release a new firmware update or if they come out with a new product, I'll be doing. They raised the price of the UDM Pro. Oh my lord. They raised that a lot. I thought it was only $399. Okay, so they raised their price quite a bit for this. It's almost better to, well, $665 still quite expensive. Whoops. I didn't hear. Thank you for the follows. They're coming in. I don't know if I hear it though. Oh, it's like kind of lagging out. That's weird. We'll have to see how the follows work. But anyway, yeah, USD, it's a little different. Like Canada prices went way up. It's insane. So I don't know what I'm going to end up buying. On Star Trek, what department is responsible for IT? Operations or engineering? Honestly, I didn't really watch too much. Watch really any Star Trek. Well, I am Canadian, Brian. So that's why, yeah, they did go up. Is that the right Twitch link? Yeah. Oh crap, no, it's not. That isn't the right one. That is not the right one. Remove. Why did I type that out? How did people find it? It was in the description. It's got a 3. Good call. Thank you. This is the right Twitch one. There you go. Let's see. The heck was that? A bunch of... Okay, so the Twitch alert's working. Canada UI prices up. Yes, except the AI 360 is on par. I did see the AI 360 come in the other day. Oh, it's still in stock. I need to buy a couple, actually. A couple more. The SE 490. Yeah, but where are you from? If you're from the US, that's what the price will be. And we still yeah, it's still $499. We still don't have UI Care. What else don't we have? Well, we don't have a bunch of stuff. UI Care, we don't have Connect. Is Door Access stuff? Door Access completely sold out now. I need a bunch of Door Access too. Thank you for the follows. Yeah, so in Ubiquiti usually does these once a month. They would do UI innovations and they haven't. Like last month they totally missed. There are some really cool things that I heard are coming out I don't know if it's this year, but if that actually happens, it's going to be really good and I can't wait for that. Thank you for all the follows on Twitch. So that snitch, I bought it off of Etsy. Yesterday I tried and this is I'm not going to do this again. I reached out on, was it Twitter? I was on Twitter yesterday or the day before saying like, is there any graphic artists who can do animations, like an animation like that? But I wanted like Voldemort's hand showing and then it, shooting out a wand, shooting the wand, and then that would be the follow. The amount of bots that replied to you, I think I had 45 messages in my inbox, like within an hour. Yeah, no problem. No problem. Somebody should see if they could run Doom on a UNVR. That'd be funny. I love Doom. I haven't replayed the new ones though, which I probably should. Sorry I was late. Are you going to get the G5 Flex? I already have a G5 Flex. I'm just waiting for it to come out at early access. Waiting for that to come out at early access. I'm waiting for the Wi-Fi Wizard, whatever that's called, or it will be great. I don't know if it does anything. I just bought a new phone, so I got the iPhone 14 Pro, so I could do the LiDAR with the Wi-Fi Man app, and I could draw on all the walls. I don't know if the Wi-Fi Man Wizard changes any of that, but we're gonna see. Okay, so I'll stay on here 5 more minutes, then we're gonna head over to Twitch, and I'm gonna place terribly on some game. Not too sure. No, you're not allowed to talk about EA. It's part of their terms. Like if Ubiquiti shows a video showing like the in-wall enterprise access point, which they did, you're allowed to talk about what is in that video and kind of your thoughts on it, and that's really it. I don't use Home Assistant yet, but I probably should to integrate some of my home automation. I just haven't had time to look at it. Oh, they're going away. Oh, I hope so. I think there are probably some useful ones that they had on Twitter, but though it was insane the amount of messages I got. How fast does my network go? The network connection that I have plugged in, the internet, is 3x3. 3 gig down and 3 gig up. Oh, when I'm live? Oh, I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure where I heard it, but you can use your Apple box as a viewer. Yes, you can. Yep. So you could use Apple TV for UniFi Protect. You could use Google Chromecast. You'd use that for Protect as well. There's a couple other things that you could use. Yeah, have a good day. Take care, and looking forward to more of your videos. The 3 gig fiber is great. That's what I'm running on right now. Now I need to get a backup internet connection because I canceled it because I was paying way too much money. But seems to be fine. I did try putting it in DMZ mode, the Bell Home Hub. I forget which one I have, the 3000, 4000. It didn't work so well for me. I didn't spend too much time, so I just kind of reset it and then plugged it back in. But I don't need a whole lot. Like, I don't care if I'm double natted or whatever. I don't play a ton of multiplayer games. I mean, yeah. I don't know if I do Starlink. I think that's expensive, especially with, I watched Chris's video on the cap, like the data caps. And like the 1 terabyte, that seems like I wouldn't want that. For a backup connection, maybe not so bad. But like I just downloaded the Hogwarts Legacy to my PS5. That was 100 gig, right? So you'd be hitting that terabyte data cap so quickly. All right, I am going to end this stream on YouTube, but I will be back live on YouTube next Sunday at 11 a.m. EST. There will be hopefully 2 videos out this week. It should be the UniFi Talk 2023, maybe the Fluke Link IQ video. I think some people are interested in seeing that. Let me just read these last couple ones. Magnetize your screwdriver. I have a Klein. Okay, that's cool. The cats are kicked out of the room because I don't want them breaking my new train set, but they're not really kicked out. I just have the door shut. I haven't used the, did I use the Orbi? I don't know if I used the Orbi. I forget. I think they sent me something before. Can you set up a mobile network as a backup somehow? I think you can. All right, this is the link. Again, if you're interested in video games or whatever, I'm going live on Twitch. Thank you everybody for, coming by, asking questions, and just supporting the channel. It's been great. And I will talk to YouTube later.